In your restless dreams, you see that town, Silent Hill. By the time this painting is finished, you'll understand how in the cracked, deserted streets of Silent Hill, you are both puppet and puppet master. You walk through dense fog, so thick you can barely see your hand in front of your face. Never mind whatever is making that scuttling noise up ahead. The fog is so thick, it controls your every action. The letter said she was here, in your special place, but the fog moves you through the maze like you are little more than a mouse in a test. One way, then another, getting turned around, looping back on yourself. The fog is a master in confusion. The creak of an old storm fence, rusted by the moisture in the air, the mournful whine of a broken door hinge, these things haunt your steps on the cracked streets of Silent Hill. Yet you swear these things react to you. They know your approach and act accordingly, as if the town were a stage and you were its sole actor. The strings that jerk you one way, then another, held by your own hand. Surely not, you're losing it, it's just a trick of the fog. But yet, this is the psychological paradox of Silent Hill, the dual role that sits at the heart of every game. You feel controlled by the environment, yet everything responds to you as if you have some kind of power over it. The very world is a reflection of you, ensnaring you to really see yourself. The fog limits your perception, though you're not being pulled towards a particular direction. Instead, your path is narrowed to what's 10 yards in front of you. In Silent Hill, you are both a master of your own fate, yet controlled by your past. Make no mistake, you are trapped in your own reflection, held aloft by the binds you created. Yet this is all a test. You shape the world, at least subconsciously. The horror isn't random. The monsters that haunt the fog are not created independently. You supply the clay, and Silent Hill sculpts it into something other, something monstrous, apart from reality, yet very real to you. Silent Hill is just the psychological engine that powers your creation. But why are you here? A mission? She called to you, didn't she? A letter. It's just ink and paper, yet so impossible it stirred you to action. After all, your wife has been dead for 3 years, victim of a devastating illness. So which ghostly hand wrote your name, and which signed hers? Perhaps in the fog you'll find the answers you seek. So you fumble your way through, chased by horrors and him, Pyramid Head. Down rusted hallways, through barren streets and over crumbling asphalt. He's always on your heels, his breath on the nape of your neck. There are no rules here, no order to the chaos. Everything you encounter knows you, not in a superficial way, but in a way you know yourself, your guilt, your desire, your needs and wants, your denial. A reflection can be scary, but how you face it can be worse. The question you are stuck with is what controls these illusions, these monsters? What otherworldly force has chosen to hound you through the streets and the fog? It's not the town, that's just a canvas on which to paint, and it's not some cruel god or Cthulhian cosmic horror. The answer is you. These are your creations, these nurses with stuttering, puppet-like movements, figures that lay choking for breath, and Pyramid Head, his silhouette jagged and wrought with the promise of future pain. These are all offspring born from your subconscious. The nurses are born from your sexual repression, your need for contact when she was sick, the guilt that you didn't know how to help her in a medical sense, how to ease her pain as the disease ate away at her. And him, perhaps your greatest creation, truly inspired, your own judge, jury and executioner, symbolic right to your wrong, all sharp lines and masculinity. He will dog your every step, dragging his blade behind him, ready to administer the punishment you deem worthy for your actions. His role is written in your own hand, the chase only there to make sure you can't escape yourself. You are both puppet and puppet master, testing your own mind to breaking point. Every twisted street and bloody handprint is orchestrated by you, each creature born from your subconscious. You are not the only one here at your own request. There are others, Angela, Eddie, Maria, all chased by their own demons and sharing this world of broken psyches. Of course you don't know this, not right away. You are here to chase the truth. You were never being tested by the town, you were testing yourself. The video shows you what really happened, what you did with your own 2 hands and a pillow. She was suffering, in so much pain. You thought of it as a mercy, really, and that's why you made him, the Pyramid Head, a need for punishment made tangible. All those monsters, just mirrors of your guilt. You killed her, there's no escaping that bit of fact, but where do you go from here? Understanding the truth doesn't end Silent Hill, it only removes the last excuse. The monsters now recede back into the fog of your mind, and you stand on a rooftop with her. Do you leave town, or stay and repeat the cycle, only this time with Maria? Or do you take matters into your own 2 hands once again? The lake is deep and very cold. Whatever choice you make, you have survived the dark recesses of your own mind. You controlled every action, both of yourself and of the monsters that stalk the fog, and you have also been nothing more than a leaf blown in the wind of their whims. Silent Hill has shown you what you didn't want to see, and now it will slumber once again, waiting for some other broken souls to cross its threshold so it can show them too. It's not the Punisher, you do that to yourself, it's just a mirror, cold glass in which to see yourself, really see yourself, not the mask you wear, but the strings you bind yourself with. You play as a set protagonist, James Sunderland or Heather Mason, people with distinct characters, histories and futures. Yet you mirror their role as a player. You push forward despite the fear or the jump scares. You complete the rituals and want answers. Just as James cannot stop, neither can you. You control him in a spatial sense, yet his story controls you in a more metaphysical sense. In that way, Silent Hill follows through with its core premise. You become both puppet and puppet master, hooked to the story as if they are marionette strings. Silent Hill shows you the things it wants you to see, and these games deal with some incredibly traumatic subjects. And through the game you get a deeper understanding of what it means to be human, just as the protagonists gain a deeper understanding of themselves. Silent Hill invites you into its fog, gives you just enough agency to assume you're in control, all while writing you into the leading role of its story. You are both puppet and puppet master, the same as James, only no one walks away from Silent Hill with clean hands. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this deep dive into Silent Hill, consider subscribing as there's more paintings and lore every Friday. Until next time, farewell.